Hello friends, thank you for joining me today. We're going to be working on an opening practice. So we're all kind of cooped up in our houses right now. So we're going to work on really opening up and taking up lots and lots of space. So I hope that you enjoy our practice, and let's go ahead and get started. So let's just begin by grounding ourselves into our space, allowing your eyes to close, resting your hands on your knees, grounding your sits bones into the mat. And let's just take a couple of breaths here, coming into our space, being grateful that we're still able to move our bodies and practice yoga in the midst of so much uncertainty. When you're ready, extend your legs out in front of you. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana, or a forward fold. So inhale, lengthening your spine. And exhale, begin to draw your belly towards your thighs, keeping your back as flat as you can, walking your hands forward. Maybe keeping a micro bend in your knees to keep from overstretching your hamstrings. We're not super warmed up yet, so we're going to just be really gentle in our Paschimottanasana for right now. Plenty of time to get into some deeper hamstring stretches later in our practice. Inhale, walking your hands back up. And coming into open angle pose, so bringing your legs into a straddle. I like to start in open angle with my hands behind me. This helps to lift my heart and extend my spine. Once you feel like you've got some space in this posture, you can bring your hands in front of you and begin to walk your hands forward. Just accept the space that your body's giving you today. Never grasping or reaching for space that we don't have yet. That's how we injure ourselves. And inhale, walking your hands back up. Let's bring our legs back together, extended out in front of us. And bend the right knee, bringing the blade of the right foot to the inside of the left elbow, wrapping the right arm around the right knee. Cradling your lower right leg like it's a little baby. And just rocking it out here a little bit. We're opening up the hip. You can fold forward, lean back, you can move side to side. So just take whatever feels good in this posture, whatever feels like it's helping you open up that hip a little bit more. And release. Bending the left knee, bringing the blade of the left foot to the inside of the right elbow, and wrapping your left arm around the left knee. And again, just cradling that lower left leg, opening up that left hip, accepting any sensations that are coming up. We can store a lot of our kind of emotional energy in our hips, so sometimes it can be quite intense physically and emotionally to stretch out the hips. Shaking out the legs a little bit. Let's roll over, meeting in a tabletop. Cycle through a few cat-cows. spine. Inhale, drop your belly, melt your heart forward, look up. Exhale, press out between the shoulder blades, belly button towards your spine. Inhale, lifting the tailbone, pressing out across your collarbones. Exhale, dropping the tailbone. Noticing that nice stretch between your shoulder blades. Inhale, melting the heart forward, gazing up. Exhale, relaxing the neck, pressing out between the shoulder blades. Inhale, cow. And one more, exhale, cat. Leaning back in tabletop. Let's walk the hands forward just a little bit, spreading the fingertips nice and wide, pressing into the mat with the base knuckle of your index finger. Inhale here. And exhale, tuck the toes, press back into downward dog. Let's take a few moments to warm up here in our first downward dog, pressing alternate feet into the mat, alternate heels. Inhale, coming up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, press into your heels, lift your toes. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, press your heels, lift your toes. And one more, inhale on your tiptoes. Exhale, press your heels, lift your toes. On your next inhale, come forward into plank, pressing out between your shoulder blades like you're coming into cat pose. Inhale, rolling forward into plank. And exhale, bending your knees, pressing back into downward dog. Inhale, rolling forward into plank. Exhale, bend the knees, downward dog. One more time, inhale, rolling forward into plank. Exhale, bend the knees, downward dog. Inhale, sweep your right toes up. Exhale, right knee to right wrist, lining up for pigeon pose. If your right hip is way off the ground here, you can grab a pillow or a rolled up blanket and tuck it under there to give yourself a little more support. Inhale, extending the spine long. Exhale, walking your hands forward, melting into your pigeon pose, allowing yourself to just open up lots of space in your right hip. Inhale, sweep your left toes up. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Lining up for pigeon pose. Again, tucking something under the left hip. If that hip is way up off the mat, mine is. So I'm just going to grab the end of this bolster, tuck it right under there. Inhale, extending your spine. And exhale, walking your hands forward, bringing your forehead to the mat. into the mat. Tuck your right toes and exhale into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, walk your feet in between your hands. Let's tiptoe up to the top of the mat. Just little tiny steps, bringing the weight into our hands. Finally, bringing our feet between our hands and relaxing here in a forward fold. In your forward fold, you want to draw your belly towards your thighs, so we're hinging from the hips instead of bending from the waist. Release your neck and just hang. You can grab opposite elbows, you can rock from side to side, whatever feels good to you. Your arms, and on an inhale, let's slowly roll up to standing, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Rolling out our shoulders when we reach the top. And inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, folding forward, sending your hips back. Inhale, step your right foot back. Gently lower your right knee. Exhale, sweep your arms up. Inhale here, sinking deep into your right hip flexor. Exhale, sweep your arms back, half split. Guide your left hip crease back, bringing your right hip forward to square off the hips. Belly towards your left thigh. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. One more time, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Meeting in our low lunge one last time. On an inhale. And exhale, plant your hands. Tuck your right toes and step back to downward dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin, all the way to the mat, elbows straight back. Inhale, baby cobra, shoulder blades down the back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the fingertips. Exhale, fold. Hands to mid-rest. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, press back into downward dog. Inhale, right foot between your hands. Gently lower your left knee. Exhale, sweep your arms up. Sinking into that left hip flexor. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep your arms back, half split. Guiding the right hip crease back, the left hip forward to square off the hips here. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. One more time, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Meeting in a low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the right toes, step back to downward dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Option to lower your knees, elbows straight back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step your feet between your hands, halfway lift. Meeting in a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up, bend your knees, coming into a chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, send your feet back to plank so you can step or hop back. Chaturanga, elbows straight back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, sweep your left toes up, Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Bring your feet into heel to arch alignment, so the heel of your left foot is intersecting the arch of your right, and rise up for warrior two. You can see your big toe on the inside of your left knee. Your shoulders are away from your ears, shoulders squared directly over your hips, and gaze is over your left fingertips. Let's hold here. I always say in class, if this is too easy, try to draw your feet towards each other on the mat, engaging the inner thighs. Inhale here. On your exhale, bring your left elbow to your left knee. Sweep your right arm over your ear for extended side angle. Try to find openness through your heart space here. And if you feel you can come deeper, maybe you can bring your fingertips to the mat. Wherever you are, straighten your left knee and sweep your right arm up. Tuck your left sits bone under, coming into triangle pose. Your gaze can be towards your right fingertips or towards your left foot, whatever feels better for your neck. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, plant them on the mat, and step back into plank. Chaturanga, elbows straight back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. I'm going to switch sides. Step your right foot between your hands, coming into heel to arch alignment. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. So your right heel intersects the arch of your left foot. You can see your right big toe on the inside of your right knee. Shoulders are away from your ears, shoulders squared over your hips. Gaze over your right fingertips. And let's hold here. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. Sweep your left arm over your ear for extended side angle. Opening up across your heart space here. Maybe coming a little bit deeper if you have the space. are, straighten your right knee, bringing your right hand to your shin, and sweep your left arm up, tucking your right sits bone under for triangle. Gaze can be towards your left fingertips or towards your right foot. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands. Press them into the mat. Step back to plank. Chaturanga, elbows straight back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, feet to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms up for chair pose. And exhale, hands to heart. If you have blocks, go ahead and grab them. If not, you can do this without. You might want a cushion or something like that to give you a little bit more distance off of the floor. Bring your feet about hip width distance apart. Inhale, extending your spine. Exhale, send your hips back for a forward fold. Bringing your palms to the blocks or to the cushion. You want your hands directly below your shoulders and your feet directly below your hips. So it's kind of like you're in a tabletop, but hands and feet instead of hands and knees. Inhale, sweep your right foot up, coming into a half split. Don't worry about coming too high, maybe about a parallel to the floor if you can, but if you can't, that's fine too, no worries. Bring your right hand to your right hip, so you're just on your left foot and left hand now. And then you want to stack your right hip on top of your left, so you're opening towards the wall on your right side. Find your drishti here. And when you're ready, extend your right arm towards the ceiling, opening up into a nice big half moon pose. See if you can lift your right leg just a little bit more. Inhale here. And come out slowly and with control. Right hand to right hip, rotating the right hip back towards the mat, and bringing your right foot to the mat. Maybe shake out your legs a little bit. If you want to come back up to standing, roll out your standing ankle. Whatever feels good. Take a little break here. And let's line up to do it on the other side. Bringing the feet about hip width distance apart. Inhale, extending the spine. Sending the hips back for a forward fold. Hands are directly below your shoulders, feet directly below your hips. Inhale, extend your left leg out behind you like a standing split. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Try to keep your balance, unlike me. Bring your left hand to your left hip, and then stack the left hip on top of the right. Oh, sometimes one side is a lot harder than the other. Once you've stacked that hip, find your drishti, and open your left arm up towards the ceiling. trying to find as much space as you can in this posture. Extending your arms both directions, extending your leg as far behind you as you can. Maybe lifting it just a little bit more if you can. And coming out gently and with control, bringing the left hand to the left hip, rotating the left hip back towards the mat, and bringing the left foot to the mat to meet the right. Inhale, rise up. Let's roll out that standing ankle on the right side. If you're using blocks or a cushion, go ahead and move them out of the way. And let's meet back in the middle of the mat. Feet about mat width distance apart, so a little wider than hip width. Bring your hands to heart center. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, let's meet in yoga squat, malasana. I'm going to take a few rounds of Shitali breath here, which is a cooling breath after we've built up a little fire throughout our practice. So for Shitali breath, you can either breathe through your teeth or breathe through your rolled tongue if you're able to roll your tongue. So we'll breathe either through the teeth or the tongue on an inhale and through the nose on an exhale. So let's take 5 rounds together. I'd like to invite you to let your eyes close. Legs out in front of you, maybe giving them a little shake, and we're going to roll over, coming into child's pose. You can either come through a wide-legged child's pose here with no support, or if you have a bolster and a blanket and you'd like to come into frog pose instead, you can line up your body coming over your bolster, allowing your knees to slide out to the side, making a right angle with your lower leg. Either one will stretch out your hips, so a wide-legged child's pose or a frog pose here, either one is totally fine. Let's come down onto the mat or onto the bolster, wherever we are, and take a few breaths. Out of your child's pose or your frog pose, walking your knees back to the center, moving any props out of the way if you use props, and let's prepare for our Shavasana, our final resting pose. Coming to lie flat on your back, extending your legs out to the sides, your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Let's take one deep breath here and sigh it out. Allowing your body body to relax completely as you come to rest. Ready, you can roll to one side, press yourself up to seated. If you're not ready, no worries. Stay in your Shavasana for a little bit longer. Enjoy this period of rest and calm. Thank you so much for